So we're in open G. And what I'd like to talk about are some scales in open G. Scales that I use. And scales together. You can use the chords as scales because scales make chords. So this scale I use a lot. So when I went here, when I went up to the root, which this would be your G note, okay, which is now here, which would normally be here in standard tuning, but it's here. Then rather than go here like I would if I were playing the regular pentatonic in standard tuning, I would go here. Because it's now here. Then I could go into my C. C7. Back to G. D. I'm in D now. C. So, you can play around. Because you're tuned to a G, you can play around with all these notes in here and let things ring out because you're not in standard tuning. In standard tuning, you would have to, keep going back to this shape here, your C7 or G7 or whatever. But because you're tuned to a G chord, you can play around in the pentatonic for the G and leave a whole bunch of stuff ringing. Now I'm going to demonstrate that stuff with a flat pick. So again. So you're going. Like yesterday. Okay, all are turned around. And instead of going here, we can go here. Which puts us back at the 12th fret. remember the scale. You can use double stops there. That's the note I was looking for. I was thinking in standard tuning. I was going up here. So even though this is tuned down, this still works. I go. So you're always in G. So when you're doing the scale, you can let a lot of things ring out. Tighter. You can make it tighter, you can make it noisier. Noisier. Tight. And there I just used a partial ninth chord, which is basically just here. Just these three strings. Got the fifth and fourth. And then these two strings at the fifth. So just remember your pentatonic works the same in G. But this string, because it's tuned down a whole step, now when you hit this, instead of having a G chord, you have a G7. So when you hit this, the whole G chord, like if you were in standard tuning, this would be a G, but now, because this is tuned down the whole step, this is a 7. So this stuff translates very well to the electric guitar. Son House's style of guitar playing, and Charlie Patton and those old Delta guys, their style doesn't translate well for me, to my ear. Doesn't translate well to the electric guitar unless you're doing something like you're doing stuff like that, yeah, but a lot of it, the strummy stuff. doesn't translate well to me, to my ear on electric. But this other stuff does.